Your boss won't listen to you. Your spouse doesn't listen to you. Your kids barely know you're alive. But here at The Fan, we love and appreciate you.
Just when we learn to appreciate what a huge wussy you are.
This is the show for the people, by the people. It's The Fan Call-In Show.
Presented by the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Here are the leaders of the Lunatic Fringe, Scotty Vegas and Ryan Baker.
And it is a huge sports Sunday. Love this. We've got the PGA Championship today. We've got Game 7 in the NHL. We got a Game 7 in the NBA. This is just a perfect Sunday in May to hang out, maybe sit out on the patio and take the TV out to the patio and enjoy the weather and enjoy the games all day long. Love it. Ryan, good to see you. This is the Fan Call-In Show. This is your show. We open up the phone lines, 614-821-9710. Okay, of those three things, of those three items, what is the thing that you are most excited to watch today, Ryan?
It sounds like a Vegas backyard day to
Yes,
me,
it is.
actually, sitting out there in the little Scotty Vegas cabana. I would think today it's probably for me, I'm going to be paying attention to the PGA Championship probably a lot, but you can't beat a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And this Florida-Toronto series is so interesting to me because Toronto is like the New York Yankees without the championships here recently. I think it's been 67 or 68 since they last won a Stanley Cup championship, and it's like the biggest fan base in all of the NHL. I love it. I love their misery. I love drinking their fans' tears, but there's a lot on the line here with Florida, and I think very easily whoever wins this series, Florida's the defending Stanley Cup champions. Whoever wins this Game 7 today might be the team that goes on and hoists Lord Stanley. So I'm going to be into both of those things a lot.
And it's always great. It's always a great day to call into the Fan Call-In Show. It's extra great today because we've got 6 huge prizes to give out today. Our friends from Huggy Kissy Bear, they were on with us during On the Money with Dave and I, and what they've done is they've brought in a box of cards, C.J. Stroud rookie cards. We got 6 of them in a box. We're going to give those away and an ESPN Bet Sportsbook dining credit that we're going to hand out with those cards. So we're going to mail out some gift certificates and some football cards. All you have to do is get on the line, 614-821-9710. You can tell us what sport you're most excited to watch today. You can also tell us what stadium that you are most excited to visit. What's that stadium on your bucket list today that you want to go to? And the reason why I bring that up is my brother and I had a conversation this last week where we were talking about we would like to go on an Ohio State road trip every single year. Okay, we want to plan one out every single year is where do we want to go? And we're looking at the schedule this year, and Washington would be a little bit tough for us to get to. So eliminating that one, what's the next best one? We were thinking about maybe trying to go to Illinois. But what are some of those stadiums that you want to visit? Ryan, what's that bucket list stadium for you?
So there's number one, and actually, I almost did this. So this was the spring of 2020. I have a friend that is a huge Red Sox fan, and I've always wanted to go see a game in Fenway more than any place else. Wrigley, I'm sure, is awesome. Chez Ravine, obviously, I'm sure is great, but I've always wanted to see a baseball game in Wrigley Field, and I literally had the tickets picked out. I was just waiting for him to say, yes, we were going to go. It was a 2-game series. It was a Tuesday, Wednesday night, Red Sox in Fenway Park. I had tickets picked out in center field right next to the Green Monster. And then I had some tickets for the other game, I think, like somewhere on the first base line or something. Obviously, if you want to sit on the Green Monster, which would be great, that's a pretty penny. But I had them. I was just waiting for the confirmation to hit buy, and then the world shut down. And we haven't made that trip since. So that's the one that I really want to do. The other one, it isn't just one place, but this is something I will do before I die. I will go with the Blue Jackets on the Western Canada swing. So Alberta, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, that whole trip. A lot of times now that's put in with Seattle, I think, as well. So I'm going to do that trip with the Blue Jackets sometime before I die, because that's just like, I don't even know if we in Ohio, if we haven't seen that part of the world, like if we could fathom what it's like.
Gosh, I love both of yours. I will go on the trip with you on both of those trips. For me,
Well, if Scotty wins today, you're paying for it. So.
Yes. For me, I have got to go to the Rose Bowl. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous that I have not been.
That's a great one.
I wish and regret not going this last year and watching that game against Oregon. I got to watch that game with you at the casino, which that might be the second best place. But yeah, Pasadena and going to the Rose Bowl is on my bucket list.
That's a great one.
The other one, you're not going to like. You'll maybe appreciate this one, but this one wouldn't be high on your list, I assume. I want to go to Wimbledon. That's another place that, to me, as a huge tennis fan, as a guy who's kind of fallen in love with the sport of tennis now, I would love to go to Wimbledon at some point.
So this may surprise you, but I would enjoy that a lot. I was a big tennis fan growing up. The Jim Courier, Michael Chang, Andre Agassi, Pete Sampras age. I watched tennis a lot back then. So Wimbledon would be cool. One more for me. I would love to go to Augusta.
Oh, okay.
Augusta would be great.
Why
right?
did I not say Augusta?
That should be on everybody's list, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're wearing an Augusta hat today, aren't you, or something similar?
Yeah, pretty much. Good call by you. All right, our friends Jeff and Adam, Huggy Kissy Bear, they're going to start opening now the CJ Stroud box, and we're going to get out to the phone lines. And hey, 614-821-9710. We're opening these cards. They are going to be prizes throughout the show, plus a dining credit to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. So we're going to pick out the top 6 calls throughout the hour, and you're going to be hooked up. And Adam and Jeff have told me that all of these cards are CJ Stroud, that the top-end card, guys, what would be the crown jewel of this box? What are we chasing?
Auto. The auto's in here. If we do get an auto, if we're lucky enough, we'll be a one-of-one auto. So
Okay.
that'd be nice.
All right. So we could have a nice, valuable CJ Stroud card.
So again, you want to win one of those cards and the ESPN Sportsbook dining credit over at the Hollywood Casino, 614-821-9710. Let's head out to those fine phone lines. Let's go to Randall. Randall, good morning. You're up first on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Randall, you got a school you're representing this morning?
Hey, Licking Valley Panthers, baby.
Go ahead, Randall.
So, obviously, there's a lot of good stuff on TV. You guys have been covering that. I'm going to be zoomed in to the PGA Championship, rooting for Scotty, hoping you get that $6,000 payout today, baby.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. But if I had to pick a stadium, so I wanted to go to the draft so bad this year and head out to Lambeau, and my best friend and I always pick a tailgating game to go to, so I am trying to convince him this year to pack up and let's go watch the Bengals at Lambeau Field at 4:25 p.m.
Oh, that is such a great call. So, Randall, 2 quick things. First off, we're going to hook you up with a prize, the Huggy Kissy Bear, and we already have 1 card open. How'd we do with the first one?
We got a CJ Stroud Playoffs Comics 1 of 12.
Oh,
Nice.
One
All
on
right.
the print. One on the
Okay.
print.
So you're going to win that. You're also going to win the ESPN Bet Sportsbook dining credit. Great call, Randall. 2 things. It's so funny you mentioned the NFL draft, because I was watching the NFL draft and my wife is like, what idiot would want to stand outside for hours and hours and you can barely see anything, and the stage is like, it feels like hundreds of yards away from you, but you're just kind of in a mass of people and you're at this event? And I'm like, I would love to be there. But there's something about the NFL draft that's cool, and why we would enjoy it, but some people might think it's misery.
And I'm sure it's more than just that, right? The NFL is going to have things going on. There's things you can do and whatnot. We have seen that. So, yeah, that'd be a good one. Lambeau's a good one in the NFL. I don't know if I could think of one in the NFL that I would want to do more than Lambeau.
And I did do Lambeau. I went to a Vikings-Packers game last season. I did a combo trip. I did Ohio State at Wisconsin, and I did the Packers-Vikings game, and it was a blast. The tailgating is the best part.
Let's get one more call in before the break. Let's head out to Sean. Sean, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Good morning.
Sean, you got a school you're representing today.
Logan Elm Braves.
Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money!
Go ahead, Sean.
So I'm actually right now on my way for the Battle of Ohio. Let's go Tribe.
Oh, no, I got my Reds hat on, Sean.
But my bucket list would probably have to be Cleveland in the Field of Dreams game. I think that would just be like a once in a lifetime. I don't think anything could beat that, in my opinion.
Oh, I like that too. Gosh, we've got some great calls, things that I'd never even thought of. Like, to me, I brought up the Rose Bowl. I brought up going to Wimbledon. You mentioned Augusta. That's absolutely on the list. But I love the creativity that these guys are already coming up with as far as a dream bucket list stadium or venue to visit.
And as a Reds fan, they got to do that a couple of years ago. They played the Cubs. Another one of my buddies is a good Cubs fan. We talked about doing that. I kind of wish we would have. It was one of those things where I think the price was a little too much, but is that one of those things that is priceless? I don't know. Maybe we probably should have done that.
And what's great is we got full phone lines, but we got prizes throughout the entire show to reward you for your great calls. The number 614-821-9710. Up next will be Mark and Randall, and then we've got Tanya. So the lines are full. Give us a call, 614-821-9710. Prizes from Huggy Kissy Bear, prizes from the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It's a huge day. It's a huge Sunday on the Fan Call-In Show.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like asterisk-free checking. An account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone, and I'm going to let you know that right now, Getchy's Amish Country Furnishings is offering their best discount of the year on all their awesome sheds, pavilions, cabins, and garages from Weaver Barnes. These specials are only good through May, which makes right now the best time to order. Check out Getchy's Amish Country Furnishings' beautiful sales lot in Dublin, where you can see their displays and learn about all the options. There's never been a better time to get that project in motion and save some cash in the process. See all the details at AmishCountryFurnishings.com. Once again, that's AmishCountryFurnishings.com.
Get Eco.
Aaron, which brand of air conditioner is the most energy efficient?
It's the one that's had its outside coils cleaned correctly.
Well, I can wash those off with a garden hose, right?
No.
Why not?
Humidity mixes with dust and pollen to create a microthin film of sticky paste that gets baked onto those hot outside coils.
And that baked-on stuff keeps my coils from releasing their heat into the atmosphere.
Which means your system has to run longer, which uses a lot more energy and it shortens the life of your air conditioner.
Get Eco.
How do we get that baked-on stuff off?
Remove the exterior shroud, then spray the coils from the inside out with a special eco-friendly solvent.
Can I rinse the solvent off with a garden hose?
Yeah, but only from the inside out.
Or I could just pay Eco to do it.
Get Eco.
Eco doesn't take shortcuts. We do it the right way every time.
Get Eco professional coil cleaning for just $468.
Common Man and Timmy here for the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino. Golf tournament giveaway is on May 20th. Win a pair of tickets to the golf tournament where Jen Winters falls down. Visit Hollywood Columbus on social media and follow the steps for a chance to win.
That is a great golf tournament, but I am really just focused on this. All you can eat ribs on Tuesdays and Thursdays throughout May, only at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Did I just say all you can eat ribs?
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, you can choose from top brands like Bennington, South Bay, Crown Line, and more. Buckeye Lake Marina has it all. Pontoon boats, luxury tri-toon boats, even merch. Open 7 days a week to serve you better. Find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com today for all your on-the-water needs. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
Did you know that the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Tim? And did you know that man shaves his pits? True story.
Listen weekdays at 3.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I know firsthand what it's like to battle through joint pain. After years of the hard hits and the wear and tear on the field, I thought pain, it was just going to be something I had to live with. Let me tell you, that's no longer the case thanks to QC Kinetics. For over 8 years, QC Kinetics has been leading the charge nationwide in non-surgical joint pain relief, helping over 50,000 patients get back to doing what they love, pain-free. Whether it's your knees, back, hips, shoulders, you pick it. If joint pain's been slowing you down, you need to hear about what Dr. Aaron Walkoff and his team in Columbus are doing. They're using cutting-edge regenerative medicine, natural biologic treatments with powerful healing properties to repair and restore damaged joint tissue. No surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. Just real results. The kind of treatment I wish I had access to during my playing days, and now you do. Imagine this summer playing around at golf, chasing the kids, and just enjoying a walk without the pain. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-228-4544. They now have offices in Grove City and Canal Winchester.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off of closing costs. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
I'm meteorologist Aaron White with your 10 weather impact forecast here for your Sunday. Mostly sunny and highs around 72 degrees. For tonight, we'll see mostly clear skies and temperatures around the lower 50s. For Monday, an increase in cloud cover and the chance for a few rain showers. Otherwise dry with a high near 70. A better chance of rain arrives here Tuesday into Wednesday, along with cooler temperatures and highs in the 60s. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast here on 97.1 The Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on The Buckeye Show. New special guests and everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. The Fan Call-In Show. Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The show that allows you, the sports fan, to be the star.
That is right. That's because it is your show, the Fan Call-In Show. Ryan Baker, Scotty Vegas here with you. We're also joined today by our friends Adam and Jeff from Huggy Kissy Bear. They've been opening up some cards here for you, and we have 6 C.J. Stroud. Actually, one of them we've given away, so 5 more C.J. Stroud rookie cards to give away, along with some dining credits to the ESPN Sportsbook over at Hollywood Casino. And guys, you were opening up the packs here during the break. We have got a pretty big card here to give away.
We did. We actually pulled a 1-of-1 C.J. Stroud here. Let me pull it up. This is the rookie C.J. Stroud from our friends over at Wild Card. This Illumination, again, from the National Box last year. And this is it. This is what we're looking for. This is a 1-of-1. This is the only card out there like this.
So if that's the one you get, we will give that to our favorite caller today. If that's the one you get, you will have a 1-of-1 CJ Stroud rookie card.
So if I don't like any of the calls, does that card come home to my house?
Nope, that just means you were a big jerk, and I'm going to have to pick the favorite caller then, or we'll have to let Adam and Jeff do that. Phone lines are jammed, though. 614-821-9710 is the number. Mark, you have been holding on the longest. Mark, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, how you guys doing? First-time caller, and pretty excited to talk to you guys about cards. I'm 46 years old. I haven't collected anything in about 35, 40 years, but my son is at the age now where he's just starting to collect cards, so thought I'd give you guys a call today.
That's awesome, Mark. Do you got a school you're representing?
Westerville North.
Lingerie on the deck with that move. And Mark, that's what's special about this for me too. I'm 40 years old. My son Spencer is 9. He just started kind of getting into collecting these cards, and now there's cards all over his bedroom. Right? Like it feels like there's every drawer I open, there's some cards coming out of it, and that's how I remember my childhood. Right? I mean, it really was something that, like, if you saved up $20-$30, that $20 to $30 that I saved up was going to be going to purchasing cards. And that's just kind of a thing that's fun to pass down. Now my kid is taking cards to like school and trading them with friends. And it's fun to see because it's exactly what I was doing about 30 years ago, Ryan.
Mark, what's the best card you guys have right now in your collection?
Oh, you know, I haven't even looked through my collection in so long. He just found it in the basement, stored away. He kind of got into it a little bit, but I haven't had time to go through it with him. I know I got a couple Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards.
Nice.
Those are popular back, you know, when I was collecting.
Well, Mark, since you're something that you'd be able to do with your son, that's really cool. I know my dad and I would get cards back in the day, and I know Timmy and his son are big into that as well. We'll go ahead and give you, you'll be one of our winners today. Get one of those CJ Stroud rookie cards. Which one are we going to give Mark here, along with the ESPN dining credit?
We're going with the playoffs. The playoff special, this is numbered 7 to 25. 7 to 25.
Awesome. Very cool.
So, Mark, we will have that on the way to you. Thank you for calling in this morning. Let's head back out to those phone lines. Let's go to Kenny. Kenny, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Morning, guys. How are you doing?
We're doing good. You have a school you're representing this morning.
Columbus St. Francis de Sales.
Tonight! Go ahead, Kenny.
What was that?
That was your sound effect. A little Timmy from South Park.
I was wondering what that one was too. What that was too.
Awesome. Okay.
What do you got for us, Kenny?
I'd like to. My dream is to go to Augusta. The last U.S. Open I went to was in Michigan in '96. Steve Jones won that, and I go to Muirfield quite a bit and watch, golf tournament. I'm an avid golfer, and, man, I just really would love to go there after watching it on TV for so many years.
So if you could pick any round to go to at the Masters, because I've already been daydreaming about going down there as well, and, would you go to one of the practice rounds? Would you go to the par 3 day? Because that's kind of fun because the players are real loose and their families are there and you can get up close and personal and autographs. Or would you want to go to one of those early rounds, Thursday, Friday, where everybody's in it and all that stuff? Or would your dream be to go on Sunday when they're actually going to crown a winner? So what's the ideal day for you to go to Augusta?
Wow, you just opened up a whole box of cards.
I know.
I guess I'd have to say if I was able to get, up close and personal, the par 3 day would probably be a lot of fun. You might get to meet, some of these guys with their families and their kids and things. And, I've got kids and, my kids are all grown now, but, I know that going to places like that and being able to, show your kids those kinds of things is just something special.
Yeah, really good call. Appreciate it. Yeah, for me, I love the idea of the par 3. To me, the best day to go to a golf tournament is on Friday because everyone's still in it. And I say this to everybody who's trying to go out to the Memorial Tournament. Go on Friday. It's the party day. Everyone's out there to have a good time. The entire field is in it. So you still have like everybody. There is no cut at that point. And what's also fun about Friday, too, is there you have a lot of guys in contention. So if you go on a Sunday, you might have 2 or 3 or 4 guys in with a chance to win. If you're there on Friday, you're going to have a whole host of guys to follow. So that's my recommendation on as far as golf tournaments go.
And listen, I love his thing. Like, it would be great to be at Augusta, the final round, seeing him come down to the end, watch him crown a winner. I think those practice rounds, and especially that par 3 day at Augusta, would be really fun. I believe we've talked about that before, but I think that would be awesome. Let's head back out to those phone lines. Let's go out to Max. Max, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Max, do you have a school you're representing this morning?
Yeah, Columbus Academy Vikings.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Go ahead, Max.
So my bucket list, I would go the college basketball route and was initially thinking Hinkle Fieldhouse for Butler. Still would like that, but if I could kind of parlay it with also seeing what Mackey Arena for Purdue or Assembly Hall with Indiana, really probably doesn't even matter who their opponent is for those 3 games. It'd be cool if they were all like big matchups, but just to see what those environments are like. No offense to the shot or anything, but I think it would be pretty cool.
Well, the shot takes offense, but
no, it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. It certainly shouldn't. I love that you brought up Hinkle, Mackey, and Assembly. All 3, of course, in Indiana, too. All a very doable distance for anybody here. I was a little surprised when you said you were going to the college basketball route. I thought for sure you were going Cameron Indoor, because that, for me, is one where I am convinced at some point I need to get down to an Ohio State-Duke game at Cameron Indoor. I think that would be the ultimate. But Max, let's hook you up with one of the cards and dining credits, a card from our friends at Huggy Kissy Bear and a dining credit from the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
And as our friends are grabbing that, and we'll let them know what card it was, I will say this for college basketball. I think Cameron would be fun as well. I have been, not for a game, but I have been to Fog Allen Fieldhouse in Kansas. I need to get back out there to go to a game, but I've been there. I've done the tour and like the museum. I've been to a game at Rupp. And if anybody's a college basketball fan, I think you need to go to Rupp because that atmosphere is ridiculous. And it's one of the craziest arenas I've ever been to because literally we went up and sat and my feet were at the person in front of me's head. Yeah. Like it is straight up and down. You are right on top of the action.
I was at Rupp for the NCAA tournament when Ohio State was in there the year that the Greg Oden and Mike Conley made the run. That was my time at Rupp. And I have done Assembly Hall. I went as a Buckeye fan, and I got to tell you, I was probably high school age-ish, and the fans were rough to me. Like I was wearing, and I was cheering for Brent Darby, and of course I was egging
Brent Darby for 3.
Yeah, and I was egging them on because I was chanting Tom Coverdale sucks and all that stuff. So, but they were brutal back to me. But that was a fun experience going to Assembly Hall. All right, we are going to take a quick 2-minute timeout.
Let's get which card. Which card Max won.
Absolutely, Max, big winner here of the playoffs. CJ Stroud, and this is numbered 19 to 25.
Oh, nice.
19 to 25. Real nice hit.
These are some awesome cards.
Love that. We have a lot of friends on the line. Dylan, Scott, Smith, Coltrane, Mark, Drew number 1, Drew number 2. We're going to get to you. We're going to take a quick 2-minute timeout. Then we're back to the phone lines. This is the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Spring weather has arrived, and we all know what that brings. Warmer weather and severe storms. Well, when bad weather hits, we all know it can cause leaky roofs or even damage to your siding and gutters. The Roofing Guys are your local experts in roofing, siding, and gutters and more, providing top quality through every roof, every time. So it's just a small repair, full replacement, or even peace of mind. You need to contact my guys, the Roofing Guys, 614-626-7000, or visit them at theroofingguys.com. That's theroofingguys.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
That's a good-looking ball.
The sudden roars. That Sunday celebration.
Jack always made the putt at 18. And today, Scotty Scheffler did.
Witness the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. May 26th through June 1st. It's second to none. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
Wow, what a shot. Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan. Back to the show of the fans, by the fans, and for these crazy fans. The Fan Call-In Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Welcome back in. It is the Fan Call-In Show. A fun show so far today, and it will be the rest of the way. Our friends Adam and Jeff from Huggy Kissy Bear are here and giving away some C.J. Stroud rookie cards to you guys. We've got a 1-of-1 C.J. Stroud rookie card to give away to our favorite caller today, 614-821-9710. That is the phone number. You guys have been doing a great job jamming that phone lines. Real quick, Scotty, I just wanted to hit one of our YouTube chats over here. Kevin. He's got a bunch here. This dude is lucky because he's been everywhere. Fenway is awesome. Did a full tour. Spray painted home plate. Amazing experience.
Wow.
Then he also says that the title game in the NCAA in NCAA football should be held at the Rose Bowl every year because you were talking about you want to go out to the Rose Bowl. And then he says Center Court Wimbledon is special.
Yes. Okay.
So that was one of yours where you got to go. That's one of your bucket lists.
Absolutely. And I want to go to one of the earlier rounds at Wimbledon where you get the full day experience. So yeah, absolutely. The great list there.
Yeah, it really is. What is yours? 614-821-9710. We want to know. Let's head back out to the phone lines. Let's go to Dylan. Dylan, thanks for holding. You're next on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hi, how's it going?
Going good, Dylan. You got a school you're representing this morning.
Groveport, Madison.
Tell me likey. Tell me want wingy.
What do you got for us, Dylan?
Honestly, I'd have to pick the OSU Michigan game. Sitting right on the field.
Yeah, Dylan, that's an obviously great choice, right? So one of the things for me, I did not go to my first OSU Michigan game until I was probably about 25, 26 years old. And to me, as a kid, that was always like the holy grail, right? At some point, I am going to get to that game. And I kept thinking of that as a kid. And it kind of adds a little bit to it, I think. If you didn't get to go to that game as a kid, it just kind of builds it up even more of, okay, I can't wait to experience my very first OSU Michigan game. Now, I will tell you that if OSU loses that first time that you go, it's a very, 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 very miserable experience.
Especially when you've been talking trash like you have the whole game.
Right. And my brother has been up to Ann Arbor 3 times, and they've lost all 3 times. Wow. And he's like, I'm never, ever, ever doing it again.
That's what I would want to do more than anything. That would be more special to me, I think, is going to one in Ann Arbor. Now, you got to win, right? But I think going to an Ohio State-Michigan game up there would be so fun.
I did that once when John O'Korn was the Michigan quarterback. So it was pretty much a lock that Ohio State was winning. I think that's the only way that I would go again, is knowing that, okay, there's basically no chance Ohio State is losing this game.
Well, we thought that last year, and
yes, we did.
Look what happened. Let's head back out to those phone lines. Let's go out to Scott. Scott, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Thank you guys for taking my call. Yes, the school that I am representing this morning is the Miami Trace Panthers.
Scotty has to go! Scotty's gotta go! The home of our very own Matt Andrews, Miami Trace.
Yes, I went to school with Matt.
There you go. What do you got for us, Scott?
Okay, my bucket list, definitely, being an avid Buckeye fan, is I think I have to speak for every Buckeye fan who would not want to go to the Rose Bowl and watch the Buckeyes. And in the middle of that bucket list, I would hope that I would get to carry that next week on if they would get to go to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, because I'm an avid Cowboys fan, and I would love to see the Buckeyes play again and win again in Jerry's World.
That's a heck of a run there. I like that not only did you go Rose Bowl, but you went, hey, if we're going to win there, let's just continue it rolling, thinking we're the good luck charm, and let's head to Jerry World with them as well. I like that.
You know, and I 100% agree on the Rose Bowl being number one for me. If, let's say it wasn't Ohio State related, I would love to still go down in SEC country and go to some of those stadiums for a night game. Like, to me, I think, you know, throwing Ohio State out of the equation, I would love to go to Baton Rouge and go to like Alabama, LSU on a weekend where both teams are in the top 10. Mm-hmm. Like, just to experience that. That would be incredible.
I like the parlay there. Let's go ahead and give Scott one of the one of those CJ Stroud cards and the ESPN Sportsbook dining credit over at the Hollywood Casino. Which card are we going to hook Scott up with here? Again, we have 6 CJ Stroud rookie cards. I believe this is 4 now we've given away. Still 2 to go.
This is the Rookie of the Year, and this is number 2 of 15.
Nice.
Number 2 of a 15 print here.
So we've had a 1 of 12, a 2 of 15, a 19 of 25, and then a
2 of 15 here.
And then another one that was a 22, 19 of 22 maybe. But
you know what's kind of cool and unique to me, because when I'm growing up and I'm opening up cards, generally when I open up a pack, I'm thinking like I'm just going to be opening regular cards up. Well, these cards actually came in the plastic protection, and so it's kind of cool too. So it's not like you have to worry about, okay, what's on my fingers, or, you know, am I accidentally going to drop it and, you know, it fall into something. But it's cool because these cards are already protected. So when we mail those out to you, and Huggy Kissy Bear is going to do that, the good news is you don't have to worry about, you know, it actually being bent or anything like that, because they come in the plastic.
You already know it's in good condition.
Yeah, I'm watching Dave, who had just eaten Cheetos. he had Cheetos during breakfast, and he's opening up the Ohio State cards, and he's just flipping through, and I'm like, you better not get any Cheeto residue on our cards.
A breakfast of champions right there. Let's head back out to the phone lines. Let's go to one of our favorites, Smith Coltrane. Good morning, Smith. How you doing?
What's going on, fellas?
We're doing good. What school you representing today?
I'm representing East Linden Elementary. I'm going to tell you why in just a second.
Ooh, I like Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Notre Dame Stadium would probably be my favorite place that I would want to visit. I've always been not a secret Notre Dame fan, but that's always been my second college team for some reason. I always loved Notre Dame. I loved Rudy. I could probably recite that movie. I saw the Rose Bowl. I got a chance to get close to the Rose Bowl. I haven't been inside of it, but I got close to it and took a picture a few years ago. I will say this. It's weird that you guys got the Huggy Kissy Bear guys on there, because I've been thinking about going into sports trading again. The fall of 91, 92, I was in 5th grade, and we got a new teacher. Her name was Miss Peterson. I'm 10 years old. We get into sports trading, and all she talks about was a guy named Jim Lachey. I didn't know who Jim Lachey was at the time because I was 10 years old. But I think she went to school with him or she grew up with him or something like that. And so I went up to her and I said, Miss Peterson, we were all like class clowns. And I said, Miss Peterson, if we get done with our work, can we trade cards for like an hour after we get done with our work? And she said, yeah. You know, and we just was trying new things on her because she was a new teacher. And she agreed to it. And we would trade cards for like an hour. And, you know, my dad got me a Pro Set. I don't know if you guys remember Pro Set cards.
Oh, yeah.
My dad got me a Pro Set 1990 Pro Set cards in 91. So the whole 1990 Pro Set cards wasn't worth anything. But I got everybody that played back in that time. I got Joe Montana's, Jerry Rice. I got all of those cards, but they're not worth a lot. And I also got some Sky cards. Remember the Sky basketball cards? I got those. I got some Fleers. And I went into Dollar Tree. I'm going to let you guys go after this. I went into Dollar Tree a couple days ago, and they sell baseball cards and football cards and basketball cards. I think they're Done. I think that's the name of them, Done. But I found a Joker card and I found a Ja Morant card. So I'm going to let y'all go with that. And just tell me what y'all think about that.
Well, we think we love the call and we love the stories and we appreciate it. And the teacher story is fantastic, trading with the teacher. So what we're going to do is, Mick Coltrane, we are going to hook you up with one of the CJ Stroud cards. And Adam, tell us a little bit about the card that he will be receiving.
This is the playoffs issue here. This is 10 of 10. This is what we consider a bookend. End of the print, 10 of 10 here. It's a beautiful card.
He was bringing up all those brands of cards. So when I was younger, you had like Topps and Fleer. He mentioned Donruss, who had all those cards. And then Upper Deck came along, and Upper Deck was like the upper echelon of cards. And I don't know, like, if I remember anything else in there, like some of these cards are super high end that you guys have. Like Upper Deck is what I remember. Like I remember my buddy's family, they bought like 7 unopened boxes of 1989 Upper Deck cards because, and I don't even know if they've opened them to this day because they were trying to get Ken Griffey Jr. rookie cards in there. And I just remember Upper Deck was like the creme de la creme. What is that today?
Really just depends on the sport. And the, you know, the, what you're looking for, like Flawless now is going to be the high end of any of the sports. It's also going to be the most expensive to get into. There's a lot of product though that you can go and get at your big box retailers, such as like Optic is probably the most popular nowadays, along with Illusions, Prism, any of those.
So are Topps and Donruss and those still around? Are they still doing cards?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Upper Deck mostly is hockey, I believe now, if I'm not mistaken. Hockey and baseball.
And then what, you know, we all collected different cards as a kid. Like on the table here, we've got a Patrick Waugh rookie card, got a Michael Jordan rookie card, got Barry Sanders. So obviously across all different sports. What's most popular right now? Is it football cards because the NFL is the most popular sport? Is it baseball because that's what a lot of people grew up collecting? Is it, you know, what is the most popular card to collect now?
It kind of varies depending on rookie prospects. So Victor Wembanyama, you know, his rookie year basketball was king. Skeens baseball. Jaden Daniels had a huge year. He's a big chase. So it kind of varies depending on the top prospects.
Mark, Drew, Rich, I know you've been hanging for a long time. Hang on the line. We will get to you coming up next. It's the Call-In Show on The Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Kroger, we've lowered prices on over 1,000 items across our stores so you can save even more. Whether you're shopping in-store or online at Kroger, we've lowered prices on thousands of the items your family wants and needs. And with lower prices, your dollar goes further every time you shop with us. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Check out this fresh deal on General Mills Giant Size Cereal. Select 20 to 29 ounce varieties are 3 for only $10 when you buy 3 with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Master Grillers Unite. The grilling season never ends at Billiards Plus. Come see their best-in-class grills for yourself and check out Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family-owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like early pay. Moving up payday so you could get your money faster. Up to 2 days faster. And there's no cost. It's your money, right? So stop playing the waiting game. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney. Direct deposit and eligibility requirements apply.
That's the sound of a Mountain Dew. And that's you enjoying its refreshing citrus kick. That's a cool breeze suddenly whistling through your hair.
Whoa!
That's you realizing you're now on a mountain.
This is epic!
That's you stating the obvious. That's you stepping up to the plate. That's you winning your kickball game.
Yes! Let's go!
That's you taking another sip of your
Mountain Dew.
Do the Dew.
This summer, something wild is coming to your Columbus Zoo. The all-new North America Trek opens soon. Get closer than ever to Mexican wolves, river otters, and more in stunning new habitats. Experience wildlife and conservation in action. Plan your visit today at columbuszoo.org.
If my buttery smooth voice represents the photos in your social media feed,
and this is closer to what real life is like. Social media can be fun, but remember, it's only showing you
the filtered version of life. So when social media is stressing you out, check in on yourself and remember, it's not the whole story. For more tips on reducing your stress, go to mha.ohio.gov/check-in. A message from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
Hey, it's Anthony for Orthopedic One. I'm not invincible anymore. I never was, but I refuse to punt on things I still love to do. That's why over the past several years, when I've had things creep up, like back pain, shoulder issue, elbow problem, I've had it all, I've always chosen Orthopedic One. That's because Orthopedic One is Ohio's largest physician-owned orthopedic practice with 60 physicians in every specialty. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One. This is where you go to get better.
T-Bone and Tyvis is sponsored by Prime Sports. Receive a 100% match when you deposit up to $400. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit online at primesportsbook.com.
Open a money market account at Kemba Financial Credit Union and enjoy a 4.00% APY intro rate until April 2026, 6 times the national average. Maintain easy access to your funds and secure financial stability. Don't miss out. Offer expires July 31st, 2025. Visit Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Advantage status and $5,000 minimum and $1 million maximum deposit required. APY equals annual percentage yield. Comparison based on FDIC average. Federally insured by NCUA.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we're here to help keep you on the road so you can soak up all the summer fun. The road tunes.
Take me out to the ball game.
Hotel pools. Emergency ice cream stops. The sunscreen and bug spray everywhere. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we're here for it all. So stop in for a quick oil change before you go. Only takes about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, start building your bet, and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
The Fan Poll is brought to you by Caster Connection. Visit CasterConnection.com to shop online or to work with our Caster Solution specialists.
Ever want to be a radio star? It's all about the radio. Or at least hear your voice on the air?
The radio's all yours now.
This is the show for you. This is the Fan Call-In Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Final segment of the call-in show. Thank you so much to all of you that have called in today and hung on the line. You guys have been hanging on the line for a half hour, so we really, really appreciate that. Also, thanks to our friends Adam and Jeff from Huggy Kissy Bear Card Collections to be in here today and hang out with us and give us some of these cards to give away to you. Let's head back out to the phone lines. We got 3 more calls to get through. Let's go out to our second Mark of the day. Mark, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show. Good morning, Mark. Are you there?
Hello.
Hey, Mark.
This is Drew.
Oh, we went to Drew. My bad. Go ahead, Drew.
No, you're all right. I guess my school would be the Northeastern Jets.
You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
Go ahead, Drew. Sorry about that.
All right. No, you're all right. So I have a couple. I can't really decide between the two, but the first one would probably be the Kentucky Derby because it looks like a party down there every year. Plus, it's the only time of year that I can get my wife to gamble. And she's jumping around the living room celebrating, rooting for her horse, looking like a degenerate, which I love. And then the second one, if they ever do it again for baseball, I would the next time if they bring back the Field of Dreams game, I'm going to find a way to get to it because I've always been a fan of the movie. I wish I'd have went when they had it a few years ago. I wish I could hopefully they bring stuff like that back again and give other fans opportunities to make it out there.
Thanks so much for the call, Drew. The Kentucky Derby is a good one. By the way, did you see that finish of the Preakness yesterday? I've never seen a horse race that physical in my life.
No, Ryan. I was out on the golf course that you left early on.
Well, so 6:50. You guys were done by then.
No, we were not.
No,
it was a very long round.
Well, you should go back and watch the end of that race.
Was it that good?
It was very exciting. Journalism gets the win. It's kind of a bummer, though. No chance for the Triple Crown. Well, Sovereignty didn't run.
Yeah, that does suck. Yeah, that is disappointing. You know, the funny thing, I go into a Kentucky Derby party, and I don't follow horse racing at all, but I'll watch the Derby. Mostly, I'll go to a Kentucky Derby and drink and watch the Derby. And people are around at this party asking because they know that I'm into sports gambling, and they're like, "What tips do you have on betting these horses?" And I'm like, "Don't ask me for tips because
I got no clue."
If you want to know who I think is going to win this golf tournament, I can help you out with that. But as far as horse racing, no. But that is too bad that the Triple Crown was not in play.
Yeah, it takes a lot of the excitement away. Okay, this time I swear we're going to Mark. Mark, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. You got a school you're representing, Mark?
Allen-Chester Indians.
You got barbecue back there, and you didn't invite me. Hurt my feelings.
What do you got, Mark?
Nice. Yeah, I love talking about the cards this morning. Reminds me of my childhood, as well as my 7-year-old is very into it. So there's a lot of Pokemon and football cards. Not much baseball cards that I'm seeing, but love it. And where I would want to go is actually to Monaco for Formula One. I would love to see the race out there, and then try to find a billionaire to watch it from the yacht would be really cool.
I like that. Anytime you can friend a billionaire, that's good. And listen, there's probably a lot of people that would agree with him. It's not for something that you or I would think about, but for F1 fans going to Monaco, that's huge.
You know what's great too is we're getting a lot of different sports represented, and I love that. Mainly because one of the best experiences that I have as far as going to a sporting event each year is I go down to Mason, Ohio to the tennis tournament down there. And if you've never been, and you don't have to be a huge tennis fan to appreciate the experience that you get down there, but they do such a cool job. They come up with a huge food court, and there's just so many outdoor bars. It just becomes like a big outdoor party for the entire week in the city of Mason. And so if you're thinking of different sporting events to go to, maybe that's not a bucket list type thing, but that is one that's very doable for anybody who's living in Columbus. It's like an hour and a half drive. It's right across the street from Kings Island. You see the best tennis tennis players in the world. And quite frankly, the experience is really, really cool. And Mark, what's really, really cool is we are going to hook you up with the very last CJ Stroud card. Appreciate the fact that you collected as a kid and that you're sharing that passion with your son, who you said is 7 years old. So Adam, talk to us a little bit about this 1-of-1 card.
This is a good one. This is a rookie 1-of-1, one on the print from Wildcard in the Illumination box. This is going to you and your son, and hope you guys really enjoy it.
Very, very cool. Let's head out to our final caller. Let's go to Rich. Rich, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
We're doing good, Rich. You got a school you're representing?
Actually, I've got two. Thomas Worthington High School and Granville.
Go ahead, Rich.
I got grandsons at both.
That's awesome. What do you got for us?
My dream stadium is SoFi Stadium with the Cleveland Browns 2028 Super Bowl.
Oh, there we go. I'll tell you what, that is a dream right there. The Browns in the Super Bowl. I like it, though.
You know what? Of all the calls, we didn't really have anyone who specifically said their team in this game in that stadium. So that's a really good one. I guess if I were to declare that too, I would say national championship, OSU basketball, and I'm going to put the venue. It's got to be a dome, right? So. Let's have it be in Cleveland when they build that dome up in Cleveland. So let's do Ohio State basketball national championship game of 2023 in the dome in Cleveland.
I mean, if we're going a specific game for our team, it's not super exciting because we're just going down the street to Nationwide, but we're winning that Stanley Cup in Nationwide for the CBJ. Adam and Jeff of Huggy Kissy Bear, thanks so much for hanging out and supplying these CJ Stroud cards for everybody. If anybody wants to check you guys out, website, all of that stuff, where do they go?
Yeah, join us live on the Whatnot app. Find us at Huggy Kissy Bear Breaks, and check out all of our hits, all of our card pools on our website, on Instagram, actually, Huggy Kissy Bear Breaks. And if you need help sorting through old collections of your own, feel free to reach out, leave us a message on the Instagram.
Very cool. Thanks so much for coming in and joining us, guys, and supplying those cards. Thanks to all of you for calling. Fan Sports Sunday with Matt Fontana, DeVere Posey coming up next on The Fan.
Bo Bishop is a media legend. We have no idea where the other guys came from. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
As men get older, our bodies change. We all know that, and often we just accept the changes as the way it is. But some of those changes, such as bad sleep patterns, low sex drive, brain fog, no energy, and reduced gains in the gym, could be due to low testosterone. And that is something you can change. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And even if you're in your 30s, or if you're experiencing some or all of the symptoms I just noted, you very well may need low testosterone treatment. With our treatment protocols, if you're like most men, you'll be amazed at the change. You'll have more energy, improved mental clarity, and your sleep will be better, so will your workouts, and you'll likely find your sex drive increases too. So give us a call today and make a change for the good. And for a limited time, new patients will get their initial appointment free, which includes blood work and a medical consult, because we believe low T treatments could have an incredible impact on your life. Call 800-900-9654 or go to TriStateMen'sHealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you. Tri-State Men's Health, a Promenic restorative health practice.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here. Spring weather has arrived, and we all know what that brings. Warmer weather and severe storms. Well, when bad weather hits, we all know it can cause leaky roofs or even damage to your siding and gutters. The Roofing Guys are your local experts in roofing, siding, and gutters and more, providing top quality through every roof, every time. So it's just a small repair, full replacement, or even peace of mind. You need to contact my guys, the Roofing Guys, 614-626-7000, or visit them at theroofingguys.com. That's theroofingguys.com.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED, because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
To find an agent near you, visit shelterinsurance.com.